Hello guys, Dashka Lisa is here again. Welcome to Vladivostok city, and today we are driving to the biggest bridge in Russia. You know, Vladivostok is famous for being a coastal city, and we're located on the peninsula, and also we have a very famous Russian island. Yes, its name is literally Russian island. We are entering the bridge and the weather is so amazingly clear today. That's why I decided to take you. The bridge starts here, and yeah, when you drive in on the bridge for the first time, it's really amazing feeling. If you've never been to Vladivostok, it may really surprise you. But I'm a local citizen of Vladivostok. I was born here, and I remember Vladivostok without those bridges. And life back then was very, very different because Vladivostok is now developing very fast. And those bridges project, it was all built for the summit. Our Asian Economical Summit takes place every year in September. We have many international guests, and Putin visits us every year. So back in the days, they decided how to develop a Far East of region, and they created this economical summit. That's why Vladivostok got many investments, because like there need to be reason to develop the land, and they decided, oh, what if we created this summit so we have many guests coming, and just a cool location to build a beautiful city on a Japanese sea and develop Russian island too. So that's why they built new roads and those huge bridges at the first place. So now I'm taking you to the biggest bridge. The first bridge we just drove on, it was a small one. The first bridge connecting two parts of Vladivostok, because Vladivostok is built around the Golden Horn Bay, and the city center connects to another part of the city. Sorry guys, it's a little bit difficult to drive and speak at the same time. I'm not a very confident driver. I mean, I'm getting very better, but it's just my fourth month of driving in Vladivostok. So I feel pretty confident now, but just like on some unknown roads, I can be a little bit slow. Oh my God, sorry. So before the economical summit, we didn't have these huge highways. The idea was to build a new airport for the summit. So now we have pretty modern airport in Vladivostok city that can take international guests. And they built a huge highway connecting the airport all the way to the Russian island. So they built a very fast lane how to get to the summit location. And the summit location is actually on the Russian island. Yes, the Russian island before was a big military base. There's literally nothing going on the Russian island, but now only like in recent years, a few years ago, they started to develop it, and now it has some new housings there and a big university. And actually many international students come to study there in Far East University. And this road I'm taking you is going to the Russian island. Today is Monday. It's the weekend of from the 9th of May. Still we have big May holidays. That's why today is less cars on the street, because usually it would be much more, but many people just drive to work, and Vladivostok is considered to be the capital of cars in Russia, because the cars here are the most affordable because of Japanese cars. And yeah, on this video you can see actually what is actually driving on roads of Vladivostok. Here we're just driving straight, and from this angle on the right side you finally can see the ocean. And if we turn left, we can go to the airport, and if we turn right, we're going to go to the biggest bridge and the Russian island. So here we need to drive to the right side, like this. I already been there many times, so I already remember road, and I can drive there without navigator. Wow, here is the Japanese Sea. Very beautiful weather today, and Vladivostok is surrounded by different cargo ships that coming from Russia and China and different countries. So from here you already can see the tall sticks of the bridge. It's very, very tall, guys. Sometimes, you know, I'm driving my car, and my car is not, how to say, it's not a low car, it's like a little cubicle, and the wind hit it pretty strong. So you need to be very careful, because really very big wind can hit my car. Here we go, guys. We're entering the tallest bridge in Russia. You know, there is another very famous bridge. It's the longest one. It is in Crimea. Yes, and you expect the biggest bridge to be somewhere in the European part of Russia, but actually it is here in Vladivostok, in the far east. It's very, very tall. You see, you cannot see even the bottom, but I can see it from here. Yeah, I will drive a little bit slower, like this. Yeah, look at this, guys. And in a different nature, in different weather, it feels completely different. So now it's a very bright sky today, and it looks like this. I can hear and feel the wind in my car. How to say, I don't know how to call, we call it Pontonny bridge. The bridge with these threads, or how you call it. So it's painted in a Russian flag colors. These little threads, the metal threads, they colored in a Russian flag colors, white, blue and red. And from far away you can see it very clearly. Oh, we're driving very slow here, I don't know why. And right now, at the moment, I can see from the bottom is very huge tanker ship is going underneath us. Wow. And so many small summer boats going around. So, okay, we already passed the middle of the bridge. And of course, guys, I need to show you it from another angle, and we're going to visit the beautiful viewing location. So let's drive there, and we are almost made it to the Russian island. You see, it's only like 2-3 minutes to drive from one side to another. So this road goes to the Far Eastern University, and this is Russian Island starts here. You can come here by public bus, but honestly, with a heavy traffic when it's working hours, it takes much longer than this of my trip. You know, it's just a day off today. But the bus ride would take about an hour to go with the traffic from the city center to the campus of Far Eastern University. But with car it's so much easier. You see that it took me like 20 minutes and very pretty straight, easy road. I think we need to take some fuels there. It's Rosneft petrol station. Wow, today's price here is expensive. Oh no, look at this line. Well, it's kind of popular and one, I don't want to wait this line. It's only one petrol station here at the Russian island, so it's busy one. These are roads on a Russian island. It reminds me of driving here. It reminds me of driving somewhere in Southeast Asia, like some Thai island, you know, like the roads are very curvy, but the nature, of course, is a little bit different. But I love to drive here because of these hills. And when I drive here, I remember my trip to Bali when I took a bike trip around Bali Island. It was very cool. So now I'm going to the viewing location of the Russian island, and I will show you the military object actually with very old historical. Well, some people even go by foot here, but pretty dangerous like this. Roads are very curvy because Russian island is pretty much very tall islands of rocks and hills and mountains. I think I'm driving pretty fast and confident now because I learned how to drive really during my trip to Hassan when I drove all the way to the border with North Korea. It was insane, but it made me really like more confident driving because how to learn how to drive car? It's actually just do it for like 10 hours in a day and you will just get more and more experience driving. Wow, I get where all the people hiding. They're coming here to this viewing location for picnics. They make holiday shashliks and picnics like this. So let's find a little place to park our baby Honda and let's explore this bridge. This is how the bridge looks from this angle. You see what I'm telling you about the color? You can see white, red and blue. And people are sitting here by the water, resting. And seagulls, many seagulls. People sometimes call Vladivostok as a Russian San Francisco. Well, in San Francisco you have your own amazing bridge, and this is our Russian version of Big Bridge too. Russian island is a strategical military point because it is closing Vladivostok city from the ocean side, and you see the God is saving us here too. And Russian island has so many military objects from the historical time, and this is what remains. You can see a lot of like underground bunkers and scary guns, but now it's mostly for people visiting and museums. before our government decided to build those bridges, Russian island was disconnected from the land and you can come here only by boat, which is very inconvenient because when we have big storms, big rains or snow falls and big wind, boats stop working and people who live here, they disconnected from the land. I'm very happy about my little baby Honda because she drives me everywhere. And now I need to drive a little bit further because that was not a very best viewing location of the Russian bridge. I know even a better location. And I'm now driving to one of these historical military batteries, the military forts. Now it works as a museum and the entrance is not free, but it's very cheap. It costs $1.50 to visit it. This is the website you can visit, Fortress VL, and this place called Novosilivskaya Battereya. I'm inside at the beginning of the museum, and by scanning a QR code I can listen to an audio guide, which is very interesting. This is a map of Russian island at Vladivostok, so we are here at the moment. Look how big the Russian island is. So you see on the map that it is covering Vladivostok from the ocean side. So it has a wartime strategic place, and you see those black dots. Those are all military forts. They are located on every hill of Russian island. So it was very hard to conquer Vladivostok town because it was very, very well protected. And even in Vladivostok also, almost on every hill, they have this old military fort. Which gun is better? Let's find the best one. This crazy place was built in 80s, and up to 200 military soldiers were serving here. Oh, look, I can even enter one of these crazy guns. "45 meters above the sea level, and by looking over there you can see if there is any bad guys coming." The best view, of course, here is overlooking the biggest bridge. You see, we can even count to these little tunnels. You know, some forts in Vladivostok fortress, they go in very, very deep underground, like a huge bunkers. And some forts, they are located on top of the hills like this. Oh, this gun looks different. You see? Oh, I cannot imagine how heavy it was to actually move all of these real metal things. Back in the days, it was real functioning guns that protected Russia. You see how many ships there are in the harbor. But now they are peaceful ships. And over there is Vladivostok Oceanarium, Aquarium. And over there, in the nearest harbor, it is Far Eastern University. I am back to the city, and right now I'm taking Misha the comrades under the bridge to watch the sunset. We are going to gather under the Golden Horn Bridge. This is a smaller bridge that goes from the city center to Churkin area over there. And just a few hours ago I was there driving This is how it feels when you go in under the bridge. If you look up, your head can be dizzy because it's very, very high. This place called Cesarevich Embankment, and it is very family friendly place. Misha is a bit stressed out because his first time here, and look, he cannot like find himself. He's a little bit stressed out when he's visiting new areas. This is where they do the love locks like this, and one of the best locations to see Golden Horn Bridge and sunset in Vladivostok. Golden Horn Bridge goes above the main street of the city. This is Svetlanskaya Street. Another great memorial under the bridge is this very epic Soviet monument. It's dedicated to the Navy sailors who died during Great Patriotic War. So many fresh flowers here from the Victory Day. The final beautiful place I want to show you under the bridge is this amazing street art wall. Previously, this place was very empty, but a few years ago, local Russian artists drew this amazing picture. Thank you so much for watching. This was me, Lisa the Russian, and Misha the Comrade. If you want to follow our crazy life here in Far East of Russia, please subscribe to my channel down below. And thank you so much, guys, for your awesome support. And thank you so much for staying until the very, very end. And I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!